Yeah. So let us. Last lecture we had completed with the theoretical part of ratio. Revenue ratios. So this was the theoretical part. These are the ratios that I had explained about. Starting from obviously the GP ratio. Yeah. It starts from the GP ratio first. Second, it deals with operating ratio. Then expense ratio. Expense ratio maybe it has three: admin expense ratio, selling and distribution expense ratio, and finance expense ratio. Then COGS expense ratio, okay, operating profit ratio, fourth one, and fifth one, net profit ratio. Then stock turnover, okay. So in total, there are six balance sheet, matlab not balance sheet, revenue ratios. Okay. So this is the question. From the following revenue statement of Prudent Enterprises, I have already highlighted. क्या दिया ये लोग ने? रेवेन्यू स्टेटमेंट. सो रेवेन्यू स्टेटमेंट से क्या मिलेगा आपको? रेवेन्यू रेशियोज. बैलेंस शीट से आपको क्या मिलता है? बैलेंस शीट रेशियोज. ओके, बराबर. So trading P&L account is given to you. Opening stock is given to you. That will be added to COGS. Purchases added to COGS. Carriage inward add to COGS. I hope you remember the formula. Yeah, yeah. And revenue statement starts with sales. Don't forget that. Office expenses, admin, sales expense, selling and distribution, loss on sale of fixed asset. This is non-operating expense. Okay, NOE, non-operating expense. Then सेल्स दिया है, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक दिया है, लेस फ्रॉम COGS, इंटरेस्ट रिसीव्ड ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट. व्हाट इज दिस? नॉन ऑपरेटिंग इनकम. Okay, yeah. And what is this net profit? This is net profit before taxes. कितना? 45,000. ठीक है. आपको क्या क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? We have to calculate GP ratio, then operating ratio, then stock turnover ratio, then office expense ratio, and net profit before tax wala ratio. Okay, give your comments on operating ratios only. Okay, so let us start with GP ratio. We know the formula of GP ratio. What is GP ratio? GP upon net sales into 100. All the formulas in revenue ratios are based on net sales. Their denominator will be always net sales. Reason? Because sales is the epicenter. Sales की वजह से, because हमको revenue generate करना है, to generate revenue we have to incur XYZ expenses. That is why always in revenue ratios the denominator will be net sales. Okay, yeah. तो GP कैसे मिलेगा? Sales minus COGS. If you remember the revenue statement, okay, the revenue statement में how do you get gross profit? You start with sales and then we subtract COGS and then we get gross profit. और उसके बाद we start with operating expense. Okay, like this. तो sales minus COGS is GP. Sales तो मेरे को पता है, but COGS मुझे नहीं पता है, तो मुझे COGS भी find करना पड़ेगा. Okay, so let's find COGS also. What is COGS? Opening stock of finished goods, add purchases, add carriage inward, less closing stock of finished goods. Okay, yeah. So that will be the formula. Okay, so opening stock is 27,150, plus purchases is 1,63,575, plus 4275 per carriage inward, minus 42,000. So the answer is 1,53,000. So this is my COGS. Okay, और मेरा सेल्स कितना है? 2,55,000. तो minus 2,55,000. So the answer is 1,02,000. So that's my COGS. Sorry, that's my gross profit. Okay, substitute karo and get the answer. Okay, so how much is my numerator? 1,02,000. 1 lakh 2,000 divided by my net sales 2,55,000 into 100. So my answer is 40%. Okay. So my GP ratio comes to 40%. Is this clear till here? Is this clear till here? Then stock turnover ratio. No, the second क्या पूछा था वो लोग ने? Operating ratio. Second one, operating ratio. Okay, so we're done. Operating ratio is what? COGS plus operating expense upon net sales into 100. So COGS तो we just got. Okay, 1,53,000. Operating expense हमको नहीं पता बट हम फाइंड कर सकते हैं बिकॉज ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस में क्या क्या आता है ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस में आता है एडमिन एक्सपेंस सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एक्सपेंस फाइनेंस एक्सपेंस ऑल दीज एक्सपेंसेस का तो एडमिन एक्सपेंस में देयर इज ओनली वन एक्सपेंस 45,000 का selling and distribution में भी there is only one expense sales expense financial expense is सब में नहीं है okay तो 45,000 plus 13,500 is how much 58,500 okay plus COGS कितना था 1,53,000 so my answer is 2,11,500 divided by my net sales 2,55,000 into 100. So this is my answer 82.94%. Okay. Question में they had said to comment on the operating ratio. That means to analyze and give your answer to it. Give this 82.94% है तो क्या? Okay. So the comment obviously 82.94% तुम्हारा अगर operating ratio है मतलब it indicates that your cost of operations is really good. See, it explains relationship between total operating cost and net sales. So this is a very good percentage, 82.94. So it indicates good cost of operations. Okay, so that is the comment they expect you to write. Is this clear? Till here, everybody understood? And whatever we are teaching till date is there for your internals. Third is थर्ड क्या पूछा है वो लोग ने स्टॉक टर्नओवर रेशियो ठीक है तो टर्नओवर ना तो स्टॉक टर्नओवर रेशियो फॉर्मूला इज COGS अपॉन एवरेज स्टॉक ओके COGS हमने या फर्स्ट वन में निकाला था 1,53,000 एवरेज स्टॉक इज व्हाट ओपनिंग स्टॉक प्लस क्लोजिंग स्टॉक डिवाइड बाय 2 so we know our opening stock 21,750 sorry 27,150 plus closing stock 42,000 divide by 2 so my average stock is 34,575 you just solve this 1,53,000 divided by 34,575 so my answer is 4. Yeah, just a minute so my answer is 4.43 425 मतलब 43 तो just rounded off to 4 times 4.43 in a year मतलब almost 4 times in a year okay तो अगर आप वेलोसिटी निकालोगे स्टॉक वेलोसिटी पूछी नहीं है बट मैं बता रही हूँ इफ़ यू रिमूव योर स्टॉक वेलोसिटी you will come to know the speed at which your stock is getting converted into sales. Okay, yeah. So you can find your answer either in days, months, or in weeks. Okay, yeah. So 365 divided by 4, that makes it to 91 days. मतलब बहुत ही स्लो मूविंग है आपका स्टॉक. ओके, उसको ऑलमोस्ट 91 डेज लगते हैं फॉर योर स्टॉक टू गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू सेल्स. मतलब इट्स अ स्लो मूविंग, राइट ना. 91 डेज मतलब ऑलमोस्ट 3 महीना हो गया, बराबर. सो सी 12 डिवाइड बाई 4, 3 months, and 52 डिवाइड बाई 4, 13 weeks. ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है? इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन? जस्ट एक्नॉलेज इन द चैट बॉक्स. Till here it is clear to everyone. And next they have asked you, yeah, ऑफिस एक्सपेंस रेशियो. सिर्फ ऑफिस एक्सपेंस पूछा है. ओके, ऑपरेटिंग रेशियो में क्या क्या होता है? एडमिन, सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, फाइनेंस, बराबर. तो सिर्फ ये वाला पूछा है, एडमिन एक्सपेंस पूछा है, ये दोनों ही पूछा है. सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, फाइनेंस से पूछा है, सिर्फ एडमिन पूछा है निकालने के लिए. तो ठीक है, तो मैं फॉर्मूला विल बी एडमिन एक्सपेंस अपॉन नेट सेल्स इंटू 100. सो एडमिन एक्सपेंसेस कितना है? 45,000. तो 45,000 डिवाइडेड बाई 2,55,000 इंटू 100. तो 17.647, मेक इट 65, 17.65%. ओके, एंड लास्ट नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्सेस. क्लियरली बोला है नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स का रेशो निकालना है. तो मैं यू मस्ट बी थिंकिंग, मैम ने बोला था कि NPAT लेने का, नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स लेने का, बराबर. बट कब लेने का? व्हेन नेट प्रॉफिट रेशियो इज आस्क्ड टू यू. ओके, या करेक्ट. हाँ, बट इधर क्या पूछा है क्वेश्चन में? They have clearly said calculate net profit before tax ratio. That is the reason I am taking NPBT. Otherwise, I would have taken NPAT, net profit after taxes. Okay. So net profit दिया हुआ 45,000. Okay. Same answer आएगा. Coincidentally same. 45,000 divided by 2,55,000 into 100. So my net profit after before tax ratio is 17.65%. Okay, 17.65%. Okay, so this question is done. Everyone understood? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. Okay, now come to this question. Question number 39. This is a big P&L account. Now look here. P&L account of Moon Enterprises is given to you. ठीक है, मतलब रेवेन्यू. इससे आपको क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? ऑब्वियसली द रेलेवेंट रेशियोज. नथिंग इज मेंशन्ड हियर नाउ. मतलब I mean actually it should have been mentioned. It means that you have to calculate, it will be related to the revenue ratios. Now opening stock, calculate, you can write here, calculate relevant ratios. What do you mean by relevant ratios? This is a P&L account. I will calculate P&L ratios, that is revenue ratios. ठीक है, COGS बोला है ना, opening stock, add to COGS, purchases, same concept, COGS, wages. Now which wages is this? But we'll assume it to be direct. You can take here, add to COGS, add to COGS, factory expense. Then office salaries, this will be your operating expense under admin. General admin will also come under admin. Selling expense, selling and distribution. Depreciation on machinery, it is a part of factory. Add to COGS. Provision for tax, take care. Transfer to general reserve, take care. The appropriations. Then net profit. This is net profit after tax, NPAT. Okay, this is sales, credit and cash, okay. Closing stock less from COGS, sale of scrap less from COGS, then dividend received, NOI, non operating income. Okay, so only these infos are given to you. Let us start. First, we will calculate GP ratio. GP ratio. So formula is what? GP upon net sales into 100. Okay. Now सेल्स तो मुझे मिल जाएगा. Okay, I'll leave 2-3 lines. First, let us calculate net sales. You have cash sales plus credit sales. ठीक है? What is your cash sales? So your total sales is how much? 25 lakhs. Okay, great. So right here, I mean, yeah. So I can directly write here 25 lakhs. Next, let us calculate GP. Gross profit. Gross profit is what? Sales minus COGS. ठीक है? Obviously yes. Let us calculate COGS. COGS में तुझे क्या क्या चाहिए? Opening stock, add purchases, add your wages. बहुत कुछ है इसमें. Okay? So opening stock is how much? Yeah, 4 lakhs. Purchases. Or you can do one thing. You can, I can show you the calculations here. And then we can do it. 4 lakhs, then 1 lakh 80, 2 lakh 90. Add wages के बाद factory expense, then depreciation भी add कर दो. Factory expense, then depreciation. Add factory expense, then depreciation on what? Plant and machinery. That is also very important. And कुछ wages भी हो गया. And then closing stock और scrap दोनों है. तो closing stock and scrap both are there. Less closing stock less scrap. Okay. So opening stock is how much? 4 lakhs. Purchases is 9 lakh 80. 4 lakhs plus 9 lakh 80. Then we have our wages. 2 lakh 90. Then 1 lakh 90. 2 lakh 90. Then 1 lakh 90. Then depreciation we have. So we can give you all this information and tell you to find this. Okay. 2 lakh 50. Depreciation 2 lakh 50. Okay. Less closing stock 6 lakhs. Less sale of scrap 10,000. Okay. The solvency 4 lakhs plus 9 lakh 80. 9 lakh 80 plus 2 lakh 90 plus 1 lakh 90 plus 2 lakh 50 minus 6 lakhs minus 10,000. 15 lakhs. Okay. So my COGS answer is 15 lakhs. Then we solve this. 25 lakhs less 15 lakhs is how much? Gross profit 10 lakhs. Okay. Substitute here 10 lakhs. Finally we got this answer. This one. Okay. 10 lakhs divided with 25 lakhs into 100. It comes to 40%. So my GP ratio is 40%. There you have this. Fine. Operating income. Operating ratio. So it is COGS plus operating expenses upon net sales into 100. Okay. COGS we just got 15 lakhs. Yes. We just put it. We just got it from here. Then operating expense we'll have to solve. So let me solve here. Operating expense में क्या क्या आता है? Admin expense, then selling and distribution, and then financial expense. admin expense में what do I have two admin expenses, 1,20,000 and 1,30,000. Okay. 1,20,000 and 1,30,000. Selling and distribution में how much I have? Only one selling expense, 1,12,500. Okay, only one, 1,12,500. And financial expense not given in the question. Okay, we just solve this. 1,20,000 plus 1,30,000 plus 1,12,500. So 3,62,500. Okay, substitute here. 3,62,500. Okay, so this is the answer. We'll just put it here so that you can refer. Net sales is how much? 25 lakhs. Okay, just solve this. Plus 15 lakhs divided by 25 lakhs into 100. 74, yeah, 74.50%. Okay. Then you can individually find the operating expense ratio also. Operating expense ratio. Okay. Okay. So how will you get this? Simple. Operating expenses upon net sales into 100. Operating expenses, we just got 3,62,500 divided by your net sales 25 lakhs into 100. Okay, so 3,62,500 divided by 25 lakhs into 100. So 14.14%, 14.5 I guess. Yeah, 14.5%. Okay. Then net profit ratio. Simple. Net profit after tax divided by net sales into 100. Okay. Now how will you get net profit after tax? Very simple. Now can you see this? Yeah, this net profit 2,98,000. ठीक है, इसमें से आपने ट्रांसफर टू रिजर्व्स भी कर दिया. प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स भी आपके पास है 1,40,500 and then we subtract income tax, right? So if we go reverse, so this becomes 4,98,000. Okay, If we go reverse from here, I'm talking from here. So ये कितना हो जाएगा 2,98,000 प्लस 2 लाख कितना हो जाएगा 4,98,000. ओके 4,98,000 में से minus your provision for taxes. Okay, minus 1,40,500. So 4,98,000 minus 1,40,500. So 3,57,500. This is your net profit after tax. Okay, so just write it up. 3,57,500 divided by 25 lakhs into 100. This will give you the answer. 14.3%. Okay, this is net profit after tax.